boom, we have sound. Hopefully.
And boom, goes the dynamite.
But you don't know I don't have a camera, so you guys are just going to have to deal with that. Although I should have a camera. I don't know what's going on here.
You see him?
Huh?
Oh.
Weird. Okay.
For the love of Murphy.
I
love of
know,
Murphy.
it's always something. It was literally just working. I don't know. Oh, who's got the sound on? Oh, Deacon.
You bastard.
You bastard.
Cartman?
Well, what do we do?
Take it out and put it back.
Take it out and put it back. Oh no, there it is. Yeah. Maddie's on it. There you go. There it is. Now I just have to fix it.
Open your eyes. Or eye.
So, how is everybody?
Doing well.
Good.
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 Welcome to the Action Surge, everyone. Oh, and Morgan's in the chat. That's very nice. So, want to go over a couple things real quick. We are partaking of the Dragon Heist module, D&D 5th edition. We're doing sort of an origin story for the Golden Company, and the life and times of the Golden Company in Waterdeep. It's been quite a trip so far. Last time you guys had a party to go to, and you went to the party. You interacted with a bunch of NPCs, foiled Jarl Axel in his
Attempt to win the dance off.
Under false pretenses. And you were, I think it was a pretty rip-roaring good time. Some other stuff happened before that, I think. The cops came and talked to you guys. Hunter got resurrected. Cat broke the heart of Quasar. It was
Quasar got turned to stone.
Quasar got turned into stone for being drunk and obnoxious to Romalia Haventree, and yeah, so a lot of stuff happened. I have one small retcon from last time. So last time when the City Watch was there and they were talking to you, they said that they were investigating the murder of Sir Ambrose, but they wouldn't have known he was murdered at that point. They would have just known that he was missing. So they would have been there. Oh, thank you so much, Nick. Thanks, Nick.
I had to give the pride flag. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, thank you. And
Sir Ambrose is dead. Pride flag!
Badly timed.
So they wouldn't have known he was dead at that point. They would have just known that he was missing, and so they would have been investigating that. And since you all had been seen in the area at that time, they were there asking questions about that. So I just needed to set that straight.
Okay.
Cool. Was there anything that I'm missing, or anything that you guys want to shine a light on that happened last time that's important to you, or you think is important enough to mention?
Other than Bartholomew almost getting his ass kicked. Not really.
Did Bartholomew almost get his ass kicked?
He got shoved to the floor. He got shoved down by Quasar.
Quasar got a lucky shot. I was drunk and unexpected
And distracted.
by a beautiful woman.
The elevation was different.
Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. Yeah, you saved Sabra. Derek saved Sabra's life when the chandelier came down.
Yeah.
And
wait, did you say back off your woman?
Not in this campaign.
Oh. This woman gets around between every campaign, it seems like.
And Bartholomew finally got to talk to the purple-eyed, raven-haired woman, who turns out to be Romalia Haventree's ward.
As Volley.
Huh?
As Volley.
his volley.
Esvali.
Esvali Rosner? Yeah, I think is
And
sounds
now I have
correct
a
enough.
fancy new dice tower.
Yes.
To try out my dice in.
Yes, one of our friends over at Dihack Studio, Devastation Props, he constructed this dice tower at the request of Darken Knight, right?
Yes.
Lathanderborough.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have a little son for Lathanderborough.
Which is hilarious that you're the
Opposite of that
I
right now.
know.
you're Urkel in this campaign, and you're
Listen,
rolling in the Lathander Tower.
I just won't look at the sun.
I I don't know how to feel.
So it's great. It's all cool.
Everything's fine.
It all shakes out. And alright, cool. So
I'm getting some stuttering on my end.
some
Okay, it might just be my computer.
I had some of that too, but then when I refreshed it seemed to come out clean.
Let me try.
All of our numbers appear to be good. So
Yeah, let's go.
Well, this is a crap computer. So.
well.
Well, we sure honest.
So yeah.
Like I said, it's great for text documents, stuff like video.
Was there anything else?
I got the ball rolling last week.
Ball rolling. What do you mean by that?
Oh, we got the wards and stuff set up.
Oh, yeah. We have some protection around the Troll Skull Manor.
We're pretty much broke again.
Yes, you are broke. You also talked to the doppelgangers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I talked to everyone except Bonnie.
Right.
Because somebody ran him off.
Somebody. Can I help you?
It wasn't you. It was Raph.
Yeah, can I help you? Did she stutter?
Oh, I wish I could join, but I'm playing Cthulhu. Still give you all a shout out. Oh, thank you, Foster.
Thank you so much.
We love you. Signal the train.
Or like the Buffalo Bills also.
Yeah. And okay, so we shall begin. Then that is enough catching up. And we begin today. So it's nighttime. You've had a busy night for the tavern, and actually, I think I want to start during that busy night because Rainier is going to stop in that night. And who does Rainier usually talk to? Like, is he specifically close to anybody in particular?
I guess Derek probably.
I guess it's me.
All right.
Unless he likes my horse wear.
By consensus.
And the chosen one is
Derek.
I think all I have to do is say talk.
Everybody's like, Derek.
Don't let Hunter do the talking.
Um.
Or Raph.
So Rainier is going to be up on the second level, sort of like it's not like a VIP section, so to speak, but like it's definitely actually it kind of is like a VIP section. So like so he's up there and he is deep in his cups, and he is going to. He is going to be talking to you about his father, Lord Never Ever.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Is it Lord Never Ever because he never ever loved him?
Lord... yes. So he's going to be talking to you about his dad. He's going to be talking to you about his dad about how when his dad left the city, or was actually excommunicated, like exiled from the city, he thought that would be the end of it. Like, he would be able to start his life anew, get out of the shadow of his dad, and just be done with him for good. And because he wants nothing to do with him. But he's going to tell you that his dad has sent spies into the city time and time again to sort of keep an eye on him. One of those spies is a deep gnome named Dalakar. And he knows that he knows that he's following him. They actually have talked quite a few times. He knows that he's from his dad, but he doesn't really mind it because he likes the gnome. However, he has not seen him. He had not seen him of late, and he on this day just discovered why when some detectives from the city watch came to talk to him.
Oh, was he the gnome in the blast?
About his about this gnome that had died in a fireball. Fiery explosion.
What was the gnome's name again?
Dalakar.
Downward fire.
So he will tell you that he has spoken to a couple of Dalakar's friends. And apparently this little gnome was on a special mission to retrieve the Stone of Galore. Was afraid that the Zenitarum and the Xanatars Guild were catching up to him, and when he had heard about the kidnapping of when he had heard about Rainier's kidnapping and his rescue by the Golden Company,
TM. Pat Penny.
yeah, Rainier suspects that Dalakar might have been on his way to you to deliver the stone and hire you to deliver it to Lord Everett.
Oh.
Never ever. Not once.
That is interesting. However, he was wiped out by Naloom? Esloom?
And somebody else has the stone.
Did you pick up a stone?
No, I tried to.
So,
What you saw was like a bag of gems,
Oh, yeah.
and now that this is sort of coming into play, you might reasonably think that like, oh, those gems were probably to pay us to do a job.
Well, we got paid.
it also explained why he was attacked, and yet, the clearly valuable objects were left because something more valuable was taken.
Right.
Mm-hmm. The plot thickens.
So,
It's elementary, my dear Watson.
so that is what Rainier will sort of confess to you on that night when he's deep in his cups. Now he doesn't really follow that up with anything else. He's just kind of pouring his guts out to you. Like he's just drunk and emotional, and he's not like hiring you or anything. He's just telling you what's up.
We'll do something.
Someone will.
Kitty.
Also during that night at some point, so if you're up there talking to him, who is downstairs?
I'm serving if that counts.
Who would be the next person that somebody would go to if they can't find Derek?
Yeah, I'm behind the bar.
Okay, so Bartholomew. So a dark-skinned dwarf with very regal clothing on, and a sort of pursed lips and a very, very straightforward attitude. One that you recognize as Istrid is going to enter the bar at some point in the night, and
I don't remember that street.
Davil's right hand.
Oh, okay.
Right hand. Dwarf.
woman.
Woman dwarf.
And she's going to seek out a word with you.
Oh, what was her name again?
Istrid.
Istrid, it's great to see you again.
She says, She says, enough of the pleasantries.
Okay. A moment of business.
Stabby stab.
Get right to it.
She says, Davil has been locked up
What do you mean? By the city guard?
by the city guard.
Under what charges?
Um,
That goddamn train.
We tried to
I'm
test
sorry, it never comes through. when we're
It
not
never
streaming
comes
yet.
through when we're not streaming.
And that was twice in 10 minutes.
I know. It's probably stuck.
Shut up. Anyway,
What crimes has he been charged with, Davil? And she'll actually tell you that a decent number of Zentarum are being sort of whisked up off the streets and arrested in the investigation concerning the fireball in the streets. Namely because members of the Zentarum were found dead on the streets as well, and it's suspected that they may be involved. Apparently, someone has slipped Davil's name into the mix, and he's been arrested and taken in for questioning. However, she has some. She has come here to pass along a message from Davil to you. Concerning a person named Erstal Floxen, whom he believes is in possession of the Stone of Glory, and who he believes is taking that stone to Manchun.
Bum, bum.
okay. Well, this is rather concerning. There was a couple of officers who claimed to be from the city watch. Barbus?
And her eyes get wide. She says, Barnabas?
Barnabas, that's the one. They were in here just yesterday. They were asking questions. Of course, we didn't know anything, but we found it rather odd that they said that he was dead instead of missing.
Who is dead?
Who was it?
It was the one that spontaneously combusted.
Yeah, I can't keep up with the too many of them. The one that you said they didn't know if he was dead or they shouldn't have known if he was dead.
Oh, at the beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, I was retconning. That's Sir Ambrose. That's the guy in the graveyard that you guys murdered.
Yeah, no connections.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Although they did ask about that, but they were also asking you guys about just all sorts of stuff about the mainly about Esloon and what you guys were doing up there, with Esloon during the first fireball incident, and I think you guys mentioned some Zentarum connections or whatever, and yeah. But she, when you mention Barnabas, her reaction is like, oh fuck, and she says, look. If Cromley and Barnabas come back here, run away. Don't talk to them. Don't even get in the vicinity of that man.
And why is that?
Until we can get you some proper protection. She says he's very gifted with.
Sorry, that was Mom, making sure everything was okay.
He's very gifted with meddling with people's minds and reading their thoughts.
So you're saying they mean to harm us?
I'm saying that he gets information out of people, and sometimes they don't even know it.
That's illegal.
Okay, noted. Is there
She
anything
says,
I can do meanwhile?
she says if he happens to come by here again, you pass word along to us.
Okay. Of course.
She says now
I
in
didn't
order
finish
to.
Nicole leave. And then I saw Maddie come back, and I heard a door open. I was like, what?
The perfect road. Now, if
It's funny that you thought she was.
oh, Big
Maddie,
Beans is hosting.
because
No, she's Maddie in left. But I didn't see
Now,
Nicole.
if
The changeling guy.
oh yeah, now in order to clear Dabble's name, you're gonna have to find Urstel Floxen. Preferably, he won't have the stone when you catch him. But
You mean when we turn him in?
when you bring him to clear Dabble's name, Urstel Floxen is or Dabble believes that Urstel Floxen is of course working for Manchun, which is the splintered off half of the Zentarum, who are causing all this chaos in the streets and giving the Zentarum a bad name. So find Urstel Floxen, bring him to justice, quote unquote, clear Dabble's name, and then she kind of leans in and says, and recover the stone, and then we'll see where to go from there.
Was that a question?
Okay.
That was a question.
We can handle that.
Okay, so that all happens sort of during the rush, and when the bar closes and everything settles down, do you guys communicate anything with the rest of the group, or with each other, or?
Yeah, I'll tell Derek that Esther had dropped by and fill him in on the scoop.
Yeah, that will connect with the information I just got from Rainier about the gnome.
Okay. And you guys tell the rest of the group?
Yeah.
Is everybody in the loop?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone.
That's our target.
Um,
Yes, I don't mistrust you now.
who has
On
the?
everything?
What's everybody's passive perception?
10.
Okay.
No, 13.
Okay.
14.
11?
10.
13.
How do you know your passive perception?
It would be under
It's under your saving
stats
throws.
and everything.
It goes like saving throws and
It's
Yeah,
in
underneath.
the
Seventeen.
same.
Oh, 14.
Okay. So 14, 14,
13.
Yes.
13.
13, okay. And
11.
11, yeah. And 10,
10.
yeah. So,
This
so you two are going to notice, maybe not so much you since you're kind of in and out of the tavern all the time, but maybe you would definitely notice, especially with your keen sense of smell. But ever since the protective wards have gone up, the place has smelled a whole lot less like brimstone and sulfur.
Yay! But outside. I'm just kidding.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, thank God for that.
Yeah, I'll let them know. I'll be like, did I think it was like some sort of demon or devil presence? I can't remember
It
what
was
I...
incredibly. Thank you for the subscription.
Oh, Lathander Bro subscribed!
Thank you.
Praise Lathander!
Praise Lathander.
Golden sheen off the sun.
So,
Do you have to put a piece of paper on it during this campaign?
it is incredibly similar to the smell that you smelled before when you were detecting devils. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll inform Derek randomly that I don't smell devils anymore.
Did we give Rasputin a day off?
Hmm?
Did we give Rasputin
Because
a
of the
day
devil.
I get it now. Okay. And so what's we usually do what's everybody's waking up routine. Thank you for the bed, Toledo. Normally we do everybody's like morning routine. Let's do everybody's night routine, like everybody kind of settling in for the night. We'll start with Barfall.
Okay, I'll make my rounds through the bar area.
Oh, okay.
Through the bar.
I was like, Yagra.
Yagra in the back.
We'll check the kitchen, of course. It's the same thing every night. Rasputin's standing there, asleep, standing up over the stove. And
With nothing but an apron on.
with nothing but an-
That's a no.
Is he like Joaquin Phoenix's Joker body look? Like really like lanky and bony, like concerningly maybe anorexic.
But yeah, anyway, I will check
In
the doors,
French.
make sure everything's locked up.
Oh, he's on a roll.
Oh, he's drunk again.
He's on a roll.
But I'll make sure everything's locked up and retire to my room for a wash and all that good stuff.
Oh, he's still going. He's not even saying anything. He just keeps donating bits.
Thank you so much,
Yes.
Eleodor.
It was appreciated we pick on you, but it's just because it's like, he's still going.
He's calming down though.
So I'm so sorry. You check on Rasputin and then you do what?
I'll lock everything up and say goodnight to the staff and
Oh, no, Dante,
Cool.
subscribe. Thank you for the subscription, Dante.
and I'll head up to my chambers to retire.
Okay. Alone?
Of course.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So you're doing sort of the last minute checkup. What about you, Derek?
Well, I pretty much do a end of night check too, but outside instead of inside.
Okay.
Because we have people drilling holes and stuff at one point in time. And then I just write in my book of shadows or book of secrets, whatever it's called.
So you're actively like kind of looking around, right?
Yes.
Give me a perception check.
Plus 20. Plus everything. 16.
Oh, shoot. Those station props giving a subscription gift to Big B's. Thank you.
What did you roll?
16.
16. So you are going to notice the smell of sulfur and brimstone outside the bar. Kind of in the streets.
Okay.
Just like a whiff, just kind of every now and then.
Want me to chase it down?
Oh my gosh.
He gave you one.
Nice.
Devastation props.
Oh, thank you so much. And thank you for the tower, the dice tower.
Oh yes, it's going to be used tonight.
In the
Try not
hands
to
of
defile it by Madame Merkel.
In the hands of Madame Merkel.
There's so much love happening in this room. It's all thanks to Lathander.
I do not appreciate the tone that we've created in this room today.
So you will smell this. You'll get this like sensation of, or this brief scent of like sulfur and brimstone for sure.
Okay.
Outside.
That kind of confirms my theory. Probably being spied on by some devilish things.
What about Hunter and Cat?
What do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah.
I just lay all of my stolen goods on the bed and just look at it. All my shinies.
Yeah, so that
Cat,
means
it's time to go to sleep. Not yet.
I am almost done.
That means there's nowhere for you to sleep.
So what I do in this moment is since I've conjured animals, I make a cat appear and just be like, look at the cat, and it distracts her enough to clean up the bed so I can slide in.
Does it distract you enough?
Oh, you're messing with my shiny
I will
stuff.
roll deception.
Do it.
I do not do it good. 9.
Yeah.
Here's a cat. 2 cats.
I'm like petting the cat and watching you do it. Like, don't push it too far now.
8 cats. Total. As high as I can go.
I'll let you sleep in a bed tonight.
And these are all the shiny things you stole from the party, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't look at me. I just create cats and go to bed. And then I turn into a cat so I can go to sleep in the corner.
Now,
You could do something.
Eleanor.
Me?
Yeah.
I sharpen all of my weapons before I go to bed.
Okay.
And then I think about all the times that I got to use them that day. And then that's what I dream of.
Okay. How many times did you get to use them today?
That's like really classified information.
Yeah.
You never asked her
Well,
how
you
many
have-
times she used her weapons today.
I use them enough.
You also have that cool little hat thing you can play with.
The hat thing?
The hat of
Yes, you have a hat of disguise.
Oh, right.
Which means you don't have to try and
Yeah,
doppelgang anymore.
yeah.
You can just
Lets me rest.
I picture she like puts the hat on, changes the disguise over.
No, it makes you look exactly like he did at the party.
I can use that to scare you guys.
He's here, it's yours. I'm just kidding, it's me.
So, and then Madame Merkel.
I think what I do before bed, crawl up to my room, and I will sit there, maybe I think I'll do like a prayer to Merkel, tell him of all the dirty deeds I did for the day. And after that, I rearrange my drawers because they dissatisfy me sometimes, and how like I'm kind of like OCD about it. Like one day, the eyeball jar just doesn't look right sitting next to like the toenail clipping collection.
Right.
So I'm like, maybe I'll switch them around, and after I'm satisfied, then I will happily go to sleep.
Okay.
But I don't like lay like a normal person. I like curl up like Remy does on the bed.
Okay. Oh my god. Just like honey. Like
Yeah. I was
like
like,
the bearded dragon, just kind of like just in some weird odd corner between like two pieces of furniture. So you're all sort of settling down to sleep when the alarm is going to go off. Son of
Meow.
I got like that reptile eye thing going on where like when I close it and then I open it, that third eyelid also like.
Do you lick your eyeball?
Who is the first to respond?
I am. The alarm to the tower, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
kidding, it's just Eleanor.
Yeah,
Just trying to sneak out.
I run downstairs. And my boxers got my little mustache net on.
Mustache.
Anything else? So
I'll grab my bow.
so the so you when you run down the stairs in your boxers, standing in the doorway, literally petrified. Well, not literally, but paralyzed. Is with the alarm kind of going off. I don't know what the alarm sound is. Maybe it's
Ooh, ooh, it's the sound of the police.
Sure. And so the but paralyzed in the door, you're going to see the visage of a dark elf. Very very regally dressed, and you can see that he is poised as though he is reaching to his hip, where you can see that there is a firearm.
Yeah, I've already drawn a V on him.
Okay.
Come into the light. Show yourself.
He just stands there.
I see you.
Well, I'll turn on. I'll light a candle.
Turn on the lights.
Light a candle.
Hunter, turn the camera
Yeah, he like I said, he just stands there, frozen.
Probably the wards.
Oh, right.
I'm picturing.
Yeah, Derek
Drax.
finally like
Yeah, he
Derek
comes in,
yeah.
he's just walking right past you. It's,
And my silk smoking jacket.
Yeah.
it's the wards.
I'm going to disarm him.
Disarm the wards.
No, him.
Oh, okay.
He's reaching for his pistol.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Dagger. Dagger. We're gonna have a talk here in a second.
Meanwhile, you hear like stomping upstairs.
So you're removing weapons, like his dagger and his
Firearm.
firearm. Is Eleonora anywhere in this equation here?
No, I'm still sleeping.
Okay.
Alarm's still going
I'm
off.
snoring, thinking about all the things.
Nobody shut off the alarm. It's still
Yeah.
going off, and she's sleeping through it.
Do we have the code, the magic word? Like,
Go ahead.
okay. Yeah, I'll shut that down.
What is the magic word?
Go down, hammock. That's everything, right?
Take it off. So, just in case you need to know
The rest of it.
the response. Yeah.
How do you turn it back on?
So, yeah. So, you've disarmed him. He's paralyzed. Yeah. His eyes are wide with like surprise and fear.
This isn't your Alex, right?
This is not Jarl Axel, but this is definitely one of his guys.
Okay.
He reminds you of the guy that you got that you killed way back at the beginning of the campaign. They also had a firearm. And,
Yeah.
They were. I think they were killing like half elf.
Yeah. And I still have the firearm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting the other stuff like in my pockets with the firearm. I'm just waiting for everybody to get here.
She's asleep.
I'm out of it.
These guys. Oh no.
I come down as a cat.
Okay, and then Cat.
Yeah, I've got my
A
bow.
chase hunter.
Madam Merkel.
I have swarmed downstairs, mouth wide open, drool coming from my mouth, and I'm just seeing him frozen, and I'm like, "What's he doing? What is he doing?"
I believe he's paralyzed from our
Can
new
you see him?
wars.
He's not moving.
Yeah.
Like the T-Rex.
I don't see anything.
Friggin'
Can he be moved while he's paralyzed? Like picked up?
I believe so. If someone's strong enough.
Can you like?
You know, manhandle, lizard
Does he
handle
go
him?
limp if I hold him, or does he keep the same shape?
He remains.
Is he posable?
He remains rigid.
Oh, so yes, he
I
just-
believe he remains rigid.
Even
Whatever the constraints of paralyze are.
It's like picking up a statue.
Yeah, that's what yeah. So did he pick the lock? I'm assuming, or did he break
It's
it
like he's
off?
doing this and also.
Can we determine what happened?
Someone can make an investigation check.
Sure.
Like,
Who has good investigation?
Oh, mine's flat. Never mind.
My investigation
I got,
is +0.
Mine's +0. Make sure.
I got a +3 and a 20 on the roll.
Oh, okay. Well,
Well, you know
A
what?
total of 20 on the roll.
+3 and a 20.
Well, I rolled a 17.
yeah,
so.
you got 20.
20 is my
okay.
total.
Okay, 20. Yeah. So you can see his among his his possessions and stuff. You can see like a small bundle kind of tucked into his either belt or maybe the inside of his jacket. But you can see something that you've seen before. It's definitely like a burglary kind of kit. At the very least, it's going to have the lockpick in it. So.
Okay. And then I'm going to close the door.
Lock it again.
turning off the alarm doesn't dispel the paralysis.
Turning
Probably
off
two
the-
separate words.
Turning off the alarm does not. However, moving him from the spot, you think will actually move him out of the paralyzation.
Oh, okay. Okay. So someone want to get Eleanor before we do this?
I'll get her. If
mean,
it's
I-
anybody else, she'll kill him.
That's a very valid
I'll
point.
gingerly knock at
Of course,
your
the most
door.
comforting face she wants to see when she wakes up is the,
Yeah, it's the lizard
the
folk's
lizard
face.
of death.
That's creepy.
You sure you don't want just me?
And I'll just put in my
See me
snout.
holding all of my weapons.
Yeah.
Not in the bar.
Dagger flies towards the door.
I've
Oh, she
created the
looks
story
so
one.
peaceful. It's just my snout, so I'm like,
And then I throw a dagger. I'm like,
shut.
It's me, Ravaraka.
oh, okay.
We need your assistance. Somebody broke into the tavern.
I'm on.
She's like already downstairs. Like she sits back like between my legs, like.
Yeah, because I'm like 2 feet tall.
It slides down surfs down the. Oh, thank you for the subscription, Eleanor.
Thank you.
Like surf down the banister, like.
I mean, I can do that. It's just right.
So.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Brittany, are there any red Sour Patch Kids you got there?
No.
Yes, there's one. Oh wait, no, there's two.
I'll have one. And if you're feeling generous, a blue one as well. Oh, he's all curvy.
Dude, those are my favorite too. I love
Yeah,
even
red
the
and
red
blue.
and blue together.
So yeah.
Just
So
a
what do
little
you do when you get down there?
Um,
Or what is expected of her to do?
Well,
No,
yeah.
just be at the ready. What about that?
Okay.
That's the
Okay.
questioning.
What's up with my stats?
All right.
This?
And then what?
I guess we will move him out of the area and
It's like
shut the door.
Okay.
a 5-foot sphere.
Take him down to the
It's a
interrogation
5-foot
room.
sphere. 20-foot
Downstairs.
sphere.
It's already occupied.
It is already on.
We can get rid of that
Bad
guy.
friends.
Yeah, we gotta do something about him.
Yeah, we need to make a prisoner edition. A bunch of jail cells underneath.
Yeah, so where do you want to do this little interrogation?
Well, like I said, I don't think we're going to be able to take him far past the bar, so.
Somebody pull a
I got
stone
an
up.
idea why he's here. I just kind of want to confirm it.
Yeah, let's shackle him up at the bar. Put him on a bar stool.
So, so as soon as you move him out of the paralyzed zone, he does not struggle, and he says calmly. He says. He says, "My name is Quibig Mescadia."
Well, Mr.
That's a French
Presidio,
ass name,
you are
bro.
a long ways from Luskin. What business do you have here after hours?
He says, "I simply come to pay my respects to your prisoner.
To who?
It was supposed to be an in and out job, but was not counting on arcane wards,
Well, that was your first mistake.
obviously."
So what business does the Brigandarth have other than your friend?
Well, it means how you have one of our spies locked in your basement.
For his own safety. He's not stable.
He is, it is time to retire him. Jarl Axel's command.
Understood. Come this way.
Man, I wanted to do it.
And he will follow you.
Think he'll let me do it?
Hmm?
You think he'll let me do it?
Yeah, we tried to convince the Xanathar people that he was already dead. But you'll see when you get down there. We just couldn't let him go.
And then he says, wise on your part. I apologize for sneaking in. I figured perhaps this would be more difficult of a negotiation. It has become. You'll see, he is
Very.
not stable and is no longer loyal to the Brigandarth. He has switched sides, turned coated to Xanathar.
I understand. Yeah, and I'll lead him right to him.
Yep. When they go down, what is his name?
Yay! 2 birds.
What is
Two
his
birds
name?
with a
It's
feather.
like Nescar or something like that. Maybe. Here we go. Gnarl Zabrindus. Zabrindus. So when you go down, Gnarl, how do you guys have him situated?
Well, last time we were down there, he was scratching his nose, even though he's tied up to the chair.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in a chair. A comfy chair, but a chair nonetheless. Tied down.
It's a rolly chair.
And so when you come down, he's going to look back and see Miss Skinner, and he's going to start struggling. He says, "Oh no, Oh no, they finally found me. Oh, I knew you were working for Jarl Axel. And he says, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to lose my mind.
I understand.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah.
His egg is completely cracked.
Yes. So yeah, I mean, I'll talk to the new guy and be like, I don't know if it's his fault or not. I mean, I've seen what them mind flayers do to people. Apparently, he's encountered them.
And Gnarl will. He's just gonna start just shouting things like he's just like, no, please don't kill me. I can still be of service. I know of things.
So start talking.
And he'll say he says, a guarantee for my life. I want a guarantee for my life.
He knows the muffin man.
I looked at Derek. And everyone else.
Talk about a rock and a hard place right now.
He says, I know all of Nilhoon's agents.
That could be quite useful.
Yes, but does he even know the color of the sky right now?
Purple, of course.
No! Looks out the window.
Gray if you look to the south.
Alright, that part.
These lights are.
But it's not purple, it's all black.
Oh, I like him. How many fingers am I holding up?
All right.
He says, oh, your talent's becoming.
Oh, stop it. I file them every night.
So yeah, I'm gonna talk to the new guy here for a second.
Okay. What do you say to him?
I'd be like, so remember the mind flayers I was telling you about? Naloon is the leader and has planted spies all over the city. He's Xanathar's right-hand man. This information could be quite useful.
And Gnarl will actually say, he'll say, right-hand man, he wants more.
More right hands.
More than. Ooh.
I've seen
Mob
the true
intrigue.
face of the Mind Flayer. And it's not pretty. But Xanatar wouldn't believe me, no. He wouldn't believe me, that's why I had to run.
How's he keep touching his face? Who tied him?
He
like-
would be, but
It's like Avatar: The Last Airbender stuff. Like he's very freely like restrained, but like still held hostage.
Basilior says, it makes no difference to me what he knows. Jarl Axel has asked me to retire him. I hope that we could, I hope that you would extend this courtesy to me in good favor of your relationship with Jarl Axel.
Is it possible to get an extension?
So, what I am now whispering is, I don't disagree with the retirement. I'm saying maybe tomorrow.
Give me a persuasion check.
The one time.
Bastard!
I'll take it.
That would be a grand total of 9. I rolled a 2.
Yeah.
Wait, who's he persuading?
He's persuading the Mesquilier.
May I aid in my lizard folk way of just being an intimidating
This
presence?
wasn't really an intimidation roll.
Well, no, but like
Okay,
it's
catch the
adding
animal
to your
first.
persuasion. Maybe like if I'm there as your backup, he might be more willing to open up.
Well, he's trying to persuade Mesquilier into extending this
This
guy's life. Skillier doesn't seem to be intimidated. Like, he's been completely disarmed, but he is cool as a cucumber right now. You can give me an insight check, though.
You don't
Yes.
get
It's about time. 13.
It only rolls 13s. So, 13 would be enough for you to know that you understand, or you're at least you're beginning to understand like how I guess like I don't want to say politics, but I guess how like relationships kind of work, and so like you can correctly assume that this guy is cool as a cucumber because he expects that his ties to Jarl Axel are protecting him right now, even though he doesn't have weapons.
Okay.
fire.
Yeah, he's under the protection of the Brigand Darth.
Don't be jack shit to me.
We can only piss off so many people before we get ran out of
Yeah,
town.
we've met our quota already for the week.
Yeah.
Grab bonfire.
And so he's going to say, he says, it's not up to me, it's Jarl Axel gives the orders and I follow them.
I understand.
What's the code for turning the alarm back on?
Free ball.
Free ball. Yells free ball and just so he freezes again.
Nah, I don't have to. So, I mean, are you taking him back with you, or are you just going to do it here? Because that's not a mess I want to clean up.
I can remove him from the premises if that is your request. If it goes here, I can do it anywhere.
Can I help?
I don't see the harm that he can do at this point. Like, he's a babbling lunatic.
So you don't think the information's any good?
Can we-
Well, you did say the purple scout thing.
The information might be good, but
Wait, could we just ask him for the name, write it down, and just call it a day? With him?
He wants a... That's what I just tried to get negotiated. He won't go for it.
Well, you can convince him to lie for us.
Bloodmist Hunter
Nah,
is here.
that was my persuasion
Huh?
check.
Bloodmist
Alright.
Hunter.
What about? Oh,
Apparently this is the kind of guy that won't even pretend to disobey orders.
is that the Edom kid?
Yeah. And I told him, I said, we haven't eaten anyone yet.
Alright, let me... Give me... I can't remember this new guy's name. To say
Miss Killer.
Skillier.
Skillier.
Okay, just wait here and get to there.
What have we done?
I am trying to deceive old crazy over there that we ensure to safety. 20 was my total
Okay.
on a deception.
Oh, you are the very vision of radiance and mercy. I shall worship you like a god. Thank you.
You shall be smothered.
But of course, in exchange for that, we need names.
Yes, yes, of course. He says,
I feel like for the DC for deceiving him was like 5. Like,
he says, I will part with one name for every day that you keep me alive. And I suspect that I will be alive for quite some time, for that is how many people are in his thrall.
2 for up front.
At least 20 days.
Biggest name first.
Yeah. Who's at the top of that list?
if I were to try and use my command on him and just say, because
Speak.
it's, yeah, if I were to say speak,
Mm-hmm.
because like I would obviously just want him to say the names. Or if I were to just say speak, would he just speak a bunch of, because it's a one word command. They must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn. It has no effect if the target is undead, if it doesn't understand your language, if your command is directly harmful to it. And then it gives some like examples, but like if I were to tell him like to speak
Confess.
or confess or
Divulge.
There we go. Snitch.
yeah, snitch. There you go. Snitch.
Yeah. Maybe if it was like a. Well,
What if it was snitch? Tattle.
I would think
Betrayal.
that something perhaps a little more powerful would need to be.
Then command.
Yeah, like maybe like suggestion or something like that. You know, like.
Yeah, I'm not
Zone of
that
truth.
cool.
Huh?
Zone of truth.
Zone of truth is useful.
But they-
when determining
If it's true or not.
lies and stuff, but as far as extracting information, they can't refuse to talk. You know.
Yeah.
Just.
I mean, I can do it the old school style and have like the moonbeam going between his legs.
Well, he's offering us at least one name. We should take it. That's something.
Give me an intelligence check though, Derek.
Crit.
So you say, did you say give me the highest
Yeah.
name? So you start to say that, and then you remember that Melon War Dragon is on this list, and that he is pretty high up.
You're down.
But he's somebody that you already know about.
Ah, okay.
We're down to 19 days now. So
Okay.
give me number 19.
So yeah, I just want to, not the highest, but someone in the top 5.
Someone besides Voldemort.
Yeah, someone besides Mulan.
Your numbered days are getting.
Somebody besides Balloon. It's
I summon 8 swarms of rats. Just to make it
so he will say, he'll look like he's trying to remember the names. He says,
Grinda?
Grinda.
Is that the full name?
Do you know a Grinda?
No, not so far, I don't think.
Where?
I'm going to.
Everybody can roll an intelligence check on that.
Wasn't that the little old lady
Oh,
with the claw machine thing?
I wouldn't know. Oh, you can't take me back there.
I'm going to give it a few minutes. Hold on, I'll roll on.
Yes, Grinda Garloff.
You completely forgot who it is.
She didn't get anything shiny from that trick.
I don't remember.
Well, there was also a dragon and like a huge shark. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. The little old lady was the least glamorous thing that happened that day.
Don't make Hunter go back to that woman. He has no idea.
What'd you roll on your intelligence checks?
I got 19, 18.
18? Okay.
18, yes. On a straight check.
4.
13.
13.
Oh, I didn't make it.
So, what's it? 17.
Crit.
Oh, you crit. Okay.
Hey.
It's so both of you. What did you say?
17.
You don't. You weren't even.
I don't even know how I
You
know.
weren't even
wouldn't
there.
remember.
So
She feeds me.
So Derek and Ravrakis, when you hear the name Grinda, like you kind of share this look, and you kind of look at Hunter, and you're like, she was quite fond of him at the time, like.
Oh, that's right. She was totally all over him. Ew.
I looked like her husband.
You wouldn't know anything. Shut up.
She feeds me every weekend.
All right, Nara, we've discussed this, and we will grant you one day a name. Brenda and Mulan, Boy Dragon excluded. So what is your person?
He says, I already gave you the first name.
Yeah, that's why it's Dragon.
I don't blame you for trying. Can I burn?
Yeah, he needs a wisdom saving throw at advantage. Charm person.
Oh, for him?
Yep.
Okay.
He's a drow, I assume he gets advantage.
He is a drow.
Damn dirty drow.
So he is a drow and does get advantage. And you said wisdom. You roll a 13.
Is his highest?
Huh?
Is his highest?
Oh, sorry, 18.
Ah, damn. Thought I had.
And you
The number was 15.
But he already loves you.
Yeah, I know. I was just going to try and charm him to get the rest of the names out.
Yeah.
Now.
Well, and I will whisper this, kind of out of his earshot. Since we've already pretty much deceived him, we know he's a dead man tomorrow. Are we above other extreme means to extract this information?
He's actually a dead man right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, right.
Yeah.
Please let me do what I want to do. I want to have the moonbeam go between his legs for more advantage. James Bond this shit.
You're so mean.
Yeah, why don't you like him?
I was told not to like him, so I don't like him.
Oh, alright.
I don't know what was going on. They told me not to like him. I don't like him.
I like that. I like that. Oh, hey.
Ben subscribes. Look at Ben coming
thank
in.
you.
Hey, Ben.
Ben. He did tell me. He's like.
I'll make it scorching rain.
tonight. What time is that?
I'd say heat metal, but I don't think we're.
I'm not.
So many subs tonight.
You're not about it?
It's awesome. We're so grateful for everybody.
So we're gonna do it.
Do what?
Yeah, I'm not going to stick around for it though.
Moonbeam torture.
Are you gonna do it?
Yeah.
That's fine. Skillier does ask for his effects.
Oh, yeah. I get back.
He Skillier will stay to see that the job is done. Is everybody else walking away, or
No, I'm gonna
watch the execution?
I guess I'm not gonna watch the execution, but I'm gonna keep an eye on the skillet.
He like sits in the corner.
Especially since he's armed now.
Okay, so like not watch the execution, but keep an eye on the skillet.
Right.
All right. So what are the rest of you?
I'm going upstairs to drink.
Yeah, I'm not particularly happy that has no chance to fight back. At least have a little bit of fun with it.
Oh no, I'm having fun. Since he's tied up, does it just automatically hit?
Well, I think even if it's a safe throw, right? For half.
Does Grinda even make sense?
Huh?
Does Grinda even make sense?
I mean,
Yeah.
she was kind of nutty, right?
She makes sense. I mean, she's got.
Woo! You okay?
Remy's trying to kill him.
She's great at relaying information about the ships at dock and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
She's in a great position to be a spy. Makes perfect sense to me. I mean, all the stuff we found out in one day.
She's so old and grumpy.
She loved me.
Well, you remember they take over the person, like so. It's hardly distinguishable yet.
All right. They might not even know. You know.
That's a scary.
Consciously.
That's a scary thought. I don't know what you're talking about.
Technically, I mean, you acted like a sleeper. I mean, you had no outward signs of it until you were compelled to kill
Somebody said pancakes. Pancakes weren't even invented yet.
Truth pancakes.
Truth pancakes.
Cheese pancakes.
0070.
Oh, the rocks last night. The pancake.
So you are going to you're going to moonbeam. Okay, so the moonbeam, you're gonna do it like James Bond style.
Yeah, where it goes.
So
I can't watch. I go to the top of the stairs.
So okay, so as you're heading up the stairs, you guys are gonna hear Narwhal. He's like, no, I thought we had a deal. No, please, I can't die. Oh, what about? Oh no, I have to go back and save. Oh no. And
like stops. Say it.
he like kind of squints at you and he says, "Oh my god, what is this thing's name? Hold on."
Hurry up! I only got 1 minute. It's like it's just going around.
So does Jarlax will not care about this mind flayer guy at all?
It's not his job.
He probably does, but he doesn't. He probably doesn't trust any information he get from this guy.
But yeah, he says, no, I have to go back and save Silgar.
Somebody write that down.
And then right before the beam touches him, he's going to poof, disappear, and you will hear a gunshot ring out. As at the top of the steps, you guys hear the gunshot ring out. You will turn back and see Gnarl with eyes wide, like right behind you, as you're at the top of the stairs. And he will kind of clutch his chest, and then he will fall back down the stairs dead. As he falls out of the way, you can see Skillier standing at the bottom of the stairs with his pistol. Smoking gun, yeah. And he will quickly holster the gun, and he will tip his hat and bid you all adieu, and he will...
No. You gotta take him with you.
And
I was the one that was going to do holes in here.
and he says, makes a little difference to me, and he will hoist the body up over his shoulder, and he will walk out.
Now we'll turn the alarm system back on, lock the door,
Take a couple shots.
take a couple of shots.
Head back to bed.
What Miss
No, I
Hunter
can't
said,
sleep
is it
now. I've got
inappropriate to say another one bites the dust?
Yeah,
No.
I can't
Notice
sleep.
that.
I'm just at the bar, like, thinking of every name I've ever heard in connection with everything that's going on, trying to make sense of any of it.
No. I was going to say maybe Moonbeam could snuff it out, but it's for changelings. The only person I'd work on is Nicole's character.
What is it?
I was going to say I could run around Moonbeam everybody, but I don't think that's going to get rid of the brains. It's only for shifters.
Yeah, I mean, the closest thing I got to a detection system. Did I ever find anything at the pet shop that freaks out?
I don't think we ever resolved that.
Yeah,
I think we
I
talked
mean-
about it, and then we never resolved it.
Yeah, we talked about doing it, but I don't know whatever happened.
Only griffins know.
Well, I don't think Moonbeam reveals shape changers. They just roll disadvantage.
It shows their true form if they fail.
Yeah, it forces them back.
Oh, right.
Would you have then bought an animal, or like picked up an animal?
Or would
that,
you just tell me what
has
it is?
This ability?
Probably not yet. I probably wouldn't have bought it yet.
Okay.
But I would just notate what animals, if any, reacted
Okay.
poorly to a brain in a jar.
Right. Yeah, which you still have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
We haven't been back to the cemetery yet.
Which I might be able to turn into.
You still have the brain in the jar?
What?
Rav hasn't?
I think.
We haven't been back to the City of the Dead yet. I mean, I plan on taking it there. Just shit's happened.
A lot of shit.
So yeah, I'll figure that out here in a second. And then you guys go back to things. When you wake up the next morning, what is the game plan for the day?
We've got to find this Ursula Floxen. I guess we could go talk to Victor.
Oh yeah, we haven't talked to him in a while.
He did agree to help us on this quest for percentage, so if we can point him in that direction, Vincent Trench,
Yeah, give him an update.
the suspiciously tiger eye.
I mean, I have an idea if we need to find anybody.
Give me a check. What kind of check would this be? Maybe a nature check, perhaps, or I'm stuck between just a nature or a perception. Maybe a perception check would be okay too.
For perception 18.
Okay. So while you were trying to find another animal that would have done this, you would have noticed that when you there was a like a kid on the street who was selling like animals that they have caught like around the city and whatnot. So they got like a rat and a dog and a cat and a couple birds and none of these animals really reacted except for this frog who, like, when you approached it, let out the biggest belching croak. And then as soon as you took the brain away, it stops. And you put the brain back, and it goes.
Does it look like those little Pac-Man frogs?
It looks like a frog, like a green frog. I'll show you, but the audience won't be able to see.
Do not make me.
Oh, it just looks pretty basic, guys.
Yeah, basic frog.
Yeah, I'm definitely buying that frog.
Okay.
Blood Miss Hunter said it's not a frog.
Take it
It's
to a
a
resident.
demon spy.
Don't believe its lies.
Yeah.
Joke's on you, the mind flayer got a hold of that.
So yeah. So you got your frog.
It's great. Like, I go to all these stores, nothing. Walking down the street, frog goes off. Wait a second.
It's like that scene from SpongeBob.
And we'll pay the kid double, whatever he's asking.
Okay. 200 gold.
Fuck.
Jesus, that's a good kid.
I'm sure it's a couple copper. And,
A couple copper?
Huh?
I'll give him a gold.
Oh, okay, yeah.
If he finds me a jar to put it in.
Yeah, until he'll be back in like 2 minutes, and he has a jar.
Awesome.
He stole that from his mom.
You can hear some
With a
screaming
gold-
from the background.
With the gold, he can buy her a new one.
Yeah, he like dumped out all the rain.
All our flowers on the floor.
Alright, and I'm bringing it to you.
I have a frog now. I make 8 more.
Well, I mean, check it out. What kind of frog? What is it? Can you talk to it? What does it sense when the jar is near? Yada yada yada. Go full out like Ace Ventura on this frog. Let me know what you find out.
If I get shot in both knees in this adventure today, I swear to God. Yeah. Oh, like.
Oh wait. No, probably Dr. Doolittle.
Not do it.
Yeah, that's a better one.
I start talking to it and asking, "What do you smell? How do you do this? How do you know?"
It will convey to you just a sense, like it doesn't really have the vocabulary to describe, but it senses immense terror around these things, and almost a kind of pain as well, like a brain pain.
Alrighty then.
It hurt.
So it's not a coincidence or anything to that effect. It's this actual detecting
Feeling,
thereof. Okay, gotcha. Good to know.
So what I'm getting is I summon 8 more of these. We have 9 frogs scour the city. For at least 1 hour.
If you test the conjured animals, it does not work.
It doesn't.
No.
What about if you turn into one?
It doesn't
Affect me.
It doesn't work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Only
Because-
real frogs.
Yeah, because your physical attributes change, but your mental attributes do not yet.
Alrighty then we probably need something better than a jar for this thing to live in. You want
Put it in my pocket.
Just like plops it out on the table. Free reign.
Free range frog. I go into the bar to let them know not to cook frog legs.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if this is the one creature we can find thus far, until we find more, I want to keep them comfortable and alive.
Rasputin's already making a menu.
Can we make a fountain outside for frogs with a lily pad in the middle of it?
But it could just leave, and that's
Not ideal.
We have to keep it.
I
with
look
us.
at the frog. Do you promise not to leave?
Are you eliciting promises from an amphibian?
Yes.
A tiny.
Yes.
God damn it! I'm putting it back in the jar.
Yeah, the frog's like working him over, like
Sure,
as
you
he's
can have
relaying
that.
to you what the frog's saying. You're like, yeah, I've seen this con 1,000 times. Like, you can get back in the jar.
First the polar bear. It's like every time you see me walking down the street, dogs just I start giving them random stuff. It's what do you want?
Sucker for animals.
Yeah, here it comes. All right, guys, get your limp paw on.
I found a stick on the
Alright, so yeah. We're going to try to make the frog comfortable in the jar, but he ain't leaving the jar.
Okay.
Find out what he eats.
Raph, don't eat the frog.
I could wrestle him up some grub, if you know what I mean. Literal grubs.
I don't know what you mean.
Keep your hands off the progress.
He says, I could eat the frog. I could cook him up. Frog legs. Frog
No.
bouillon.
The frog is required for now.
Do you have any more frogs in the back?
He says, I can if you request it, but only 2 days ahead. I need time to catch a frog.
I'll go catch some frogs. Who wants free range?
Oh, right. So, green frogs. I'm just going to write. I know there's a bunch of them frogs. I'm just going to write green frogs. Can detect.
Have a
Intellect
good,
devours.
have a good idea. We catch a bunch of frogs, and I do a swarm of ravens to fly them through the city. Have Croakdar.
Croakdar. Oh.
Screw UAVs on Call of Duty. I got a one up.
Alrighty then. I think I need to draft a letter to
Let's see if you say anything else.
the Blackstaff. Yeah.
Okay.
Sharing this information.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And the fact that I am like 90% certain that Mulan is one of these intellect devourers.
Okay.
And that there are many in the city, yada yada yada.
Okay.
This is how you can detect them.
Okay. Good.
Apparently these frogs are caused pain by the presence.
Yeah.
And it has been tested.
Tried and true.
Yep.
All right. Cool. So you have written a letter to the Blackstaff.
And I guess I will send that with Rainer next time I see him. Since I can't see her.
What's everybody else doing?
I don't know.
I want to go obtain some more frogs.
Usually when this like when there's like a lot of like political like with the different faction stuff sort of happens, Ravaracus isn't particularly interested because it just is humanesque.
Okay. So what is how does Ravaracus and the non-political gang keep themselves entertained? Is there?
Once I'm done with
Yeah.
the frog and I've confirmed it, I mean, I'll give the jar to Rav so she can take it back to the necromancer.
Oh, the brain in the jar.
Oh yeah, my boyfriend. Yeah, you're like, did you see that? You're like, haha, wait. This guy has a big crush on me because we both like Merkel, but I'm not sure if I'm too interested. He's kind of like forthcoming about it as well.
I imagine a halfling is very prey-like to you.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll eat you for breakfast.
But his knowledge of the undead.
Yeah, but his knowledge, but he's also so useful.
And he has so many jars of weird things.
He's like my sugar daddy for Merkel.
He's figured out how to pickle feet.
I thought I'd get to it first.
Yeah, I'm just like pouring over invoices and checking our numbers and seeing how. Trying to think of some way to get some money, some gold
You do need to find a job soon.
soon.
But usually they typically come to us, don't they?
The jobs?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we find them on like the job boards and stuff like that too.
Okay.
I mean, we do have the Urstel Floxen job,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not a direct paying job.
Yeah.
We spend a lot of money on these wars and stuff, so
Also,
our group fund's pretty flat.
have we heard from Dabble in a minute? Because he wasn't
Dabble's
at the party.
arrested.
He's arrested.
Yes.
Yeah, we got to clear his name.
Yeah, you were in the other room.
Yeah.
Davil, that's the Urstel Floxen, has the Stone of Galore.
Oh.
He stole it from the gnome that got fireballed in the middle of the street,
Oh.
Who is Rainier's friend?
who was Rainier's friend.
Well, kind of. It's a
Friend.
Complicated, but friend.
Yeah.
But Davil somehow got caught up in that investigation. And in
Oh,
order to
yes.
free Davil, we have to turn in Urstel. And the Stone of Galore has to go missing before we do that.
Yeah.
The Stone of Galore, which is redeemable for 500,000 golden dragons.
It's a lot of dragons.
It's a lot of shiny.
It's a whole
She's gonna get that
lot.
stone.
That's like Scrooge McDuck vault amount of shiny.
Yes.
A silver raven will perch itself on your windowsill.
It has a stone.
Damn, Bloodless Hunter's burning me on freaking chat.
Hmm?
Was it going to have to take fries?
It is. It is.
I'm sure
It's.
You got fine plants and animals.
Yeah, I mean it's a raven, but it's instead of like jet black, it's like almost shiny silver,
Don't steal
and
it.
it's going to look curiously at you,
I'll look curiously back.
and then it's going to say, "I thought I told you to give that stuff back."
I don't remember talking to a raven.
And it starts like sort of strutting on the windowsill, and it says, "I think that your skills could possibly be used for a better cause, a better purpose in life."
How so?
The raven says, "There is a network of spies all across Faerun, with the sole purpose of bringing peace to the land and toppling tyrants and We are the agents who hide in the dark and fight for good.
That sounds boring.
Yeah. Interesting.
You seem to have great skills. Perhaps your skills could be used in acquiring things from people who shouldn't have them, rather than things from people who they rightfully belong to.
Don't be suspicious.
Not anymore. Oh. Interesting. I'll think about it.
And she says, and then the Raven says, what is there to think about? She says, I'm offering you the chance of a lifetime. It's either come work for me or get sent to jail for theft from nobles, which is usually punishable by death.
Troll card.
Wait, is this
I guess you got-
Romalia Haven Tree? Like, who is this raven?
It's a silver raven. Give me if
Insight with
Who's this
advantage.
lady that's threatening you if you don't even know who's threatening you?
Did your character? I can't remember if you actually had a direct interaction with Romalia.
Not Romalia, but
With
Esver.
with Esbeli, yeah.
Esbeli.
Yeah.
So you might not recognize the voice, but you're well within your rights to ask who it is.
Go for it. Be like,
And who are you?
But I am Romalia Haventree.
I don't remember you being a raven.
And she says,
Enough of the Raven talk.
she says, I hardly have time to speak with all my contacts across the city. So I send out my little bird to send my messages for me. That's a handy trick.
Is this happening in her chambers or?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay.
I'm picturing his just mouth's just open like a speaker.
Yeah, I'm ravens can mimic
Right.
human, so it's just she's got the little accent and the little coy affection and everything.
You've been trained well.
So
Well, my
do
druid
you
always
give
turned into
a
ravens, so I can talk to
return
people.
for getting the stuff, or?
She says, shouldn't doing a service for the good of the land be reward enough?
Yeah, but that don't pay my bills.
That don't put food on the table.
We're not that kind of hero.
Wait,
She says, you can expect payment. You can expect payment from our group. The rewards may not be quite as high as what you've gathered here, but it will be consistent.
Okay, I'll do it.
And she says, she is your first task. Not your first task. So she's going to tie in the condition though that you do have to return these things because she will explain to you that she's getting queries about things that were stolen from her party last night, and she does not like being irritated with such
Minor things.
pesky little things.
Fine. I'll return them.
Bright side is you got an invisible mage hand.
So I guess that'll be your first mission is to return all the things you stole
Okay.
discreetly.
Discreet. Let's get gathered up in a big old sack and just head outside like Santa. I'll be back, guys.
I don't even ask where she's going.
so that's how the Harpers know about us in the future.
God spying on us in the future.
And yeah, what's going on over here with the boyfriend?
I guess I'm returning a jar with the brain in it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you have the
I'm
bench.
going with her to see this guy.
Yes.
Okay.
Check him out.
Yes.
Run a background check.
So as you know, he resides in a tower in the City of the Dead, which is the huge graveyard. Well, when you approach and you're sort
I
of
swear to God, this place is like blessed.
no, but it's crawling with city guard.
What's his name? Loss? What was his name?
Which one?
The halfling.
The halfling. Oh yeah. His name was. Yeah. It was. I cannot. Oh my god, I cannot remember exactly. It's like.
I'm pretty sure it's like Lost or something. Isn't it?
Let me check. Let me see if he's on here. I don't think he's on my quick list.
Mr. Merkel. Come down from your tower. Go. Well, he probably isn't there.
Yeah. So the cemetery is crawling with city guard. If you wanted to like get in unnoticed, you probably have to like do some sneaking.
Could I ask you to change into like maybe a human? And because there's a bunch of graves here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I could have her say she's paying respects to somebody and I'm her bodyguard.
Okay.
But she would do the talking because I'm not convincing at all. So if anybody were to come and question us, we're on our way.
Losser, yeah.
Losser.
Losser would love.
No.
So that's what we're going to do.
Okay. So
Some basic. I don't know if you want to be a dude or a girl, human.
what are you gonna be? Basic bitch human.
Basic bitch human. Starbucks in one hand, keys in the other.
As a regular viewer, I do not appreciate the tendency.
I'll use the hat so I can look like that guy.
Okay. I can't remember his name though. But yeah, it doesn't matter. So you can be whatever name you want to be. You just look like him. So you'll approach, and you're going to as you get close, there are some guards like by the entrance, and they're going to step on there. No admission to the City of the Dead. We're conducting some city watch business.
I've come to pay respect to my bosses.
I know it's an inconvenience, but will be done as soon as possible.
How soon?
Oh shit!
As soon as possible.
Even I'm sweating bullets. She's like, how soon?
Well, she is dressed the part.
Yeah.
Like tip-top nobleman.
Yeah.
I mean, I would expect no less.
I just need a few moments with my father.
Give me a persuasion check.
22.
Okay. So he's going to say seeing that you are like nobly dressed and definitely getting the idea that you might be somebody in this town. He'll say,
send in the frog. The frog.
He'll say, I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience, sir. You see, there's been a murder.
Oh no.
And we are trying to recover the body from one of these mausoleums. I would like to help you out, but I'm under strict orders by Sergeant Cromley to not allow anyone into the City of the Dead. Perhaps if you get in contact with one of my superiors, they can come to some arrangement. But I'm very sure that the investigation will be over by then.
How much gold do you have on your person?
I don't know actually.
I don't think I have any. Because I think I gave all mine to Derek because I'm irresponsible.
Well, Rad, you should
One
have
more.
Wait. You weren't here for that mission. Never mind.
Well, if we don't have anything we can't bribe them with, then I guess we can't really do anything. So we'll just have to leave.
Well, and bribery is tricky because it is a criminal offense in Waterdeep to try to bribe the guard. So if you
I didn't know
bribe
that.
the wrong guard, it's kind of like it's risky business.
Okay.
So.
Well, I
All right. So
appreciate your time.
what
Thank you.
I'm getting is we're not allowed in the city of the dead.
To be fair, she does turn into other people, so she can't go to jail if she's a different person.
I'm a guard with a really fancy hat. So we like walk around the corner. I put on the hat, and I'm a very bulky looking guard, and then she turns into a guard.
So you're both guards.
Yes.
You have like a feather sticking out of your guard helmet. So you like circle around the building and then you come back into your guards. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna walk right by the guy that we were talking to.
He's gonna say, state your business.
We're here to help investigate the murder.
And he says, oh yeah, who sent for you?
Charlie.
Charlie.
Can I make a history check or an insight maybe?
Well, actually, when you were up here just a second ago and he thought you were a noble, he mentioned a Sergeant Cromley.
Sergeant Cromley. Okay. Then Sergeant Cromley sent me.
And he'll say, in that case, please.
Thank you.
Let's
Let me
go to
grab
the
you.
tower. Yeah. Nice hat.
Is that feather part of the uniform?
So yeah, I want to go. It is like a little like tower windmill spire thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's like an old abandoned like little like windmill. It looks like just pure ruins from the outside.
Yeah, but inside there's more to it.
Inside through a trapdoor down below is where his laboratory is. It looks like it looks as you're passing through. It looks like the guards are like. It looks as though they are, because there's lots of mausoleums sort of dotting the graveyard. It looks like they're sort of systematically going through each one. Give me a perception check.
Perception.
Well,
16.
so it looks like they're systematically going through each one. And you can definitely see the tall sort of the guys from before, Barnabas and Sergeant Cromley.
kids.
Yeah, you can see both of them sort of side by side, kind of leading this search. And if you remember, the Castellanter Mausoleum is where you hid that body. So so they're kind of on one end of this huge cemetery, and it looks like the Castellanter place is not really next up, but it's further down the line.
So, were the Castellanterns the one that reported this? Like the initial findings, or did somebody? Because I mean, it was their mausoleum. They would have to be the ones to go and see what was disturbed, right?
You would assume that from what Bartholomew told you that Istrid said about Barnabas and his ability to sort of read thoughts and pull information out of people, that he got. You would assume that he got some glimpse of. He got some glimpse of Ambrose in his discussion with you all, and got some glimpse that his body has been hidden in a mausoleum, but obviously the information about which mausoleum is still obscured to him. So you so when you see what's going on, you're like, oh.
Do you think
if he finds this body,
yeah,
we might be in some really big trouble.
If I went to the Castellaners, because I know they're a secret, and promise of keeping their secret, could I tell them to just... Would they have any influence over telling them that they don't, or, what I'm trying to say? Because I don't know how I could recover this at this point if they're already there.
I think doing it that way might come off as a threat to the castle.
No, I wouldn't be. It wouldn't be like. I wouldn't be like, well, listen, I'm gonna rat you out. I'll be like, listen, I'm willing to keep your secret. Can you keep a secret from me?
Okay. I guess depending on the approach, you should probably have somebody charismatic with you.
Okay. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm able.
Sure, Derek, you know.
I don't know if I'm able to do that though within this time frame of what's going on right now.
It looks like I said, there's a lot of mausoleums. So the castle entrance mausoleum is definitely not like next in line. It's somewhere down the line of if they're systematically tearing apart all these or investigating all these mausoleums. It's further on down the line. So you have some limited time to do something, and within the fiction, or outside of the fiction, it's quite flexible and just so.
Especially since some of those mausoleums are extra dimensional spaces and probably
Yeah.
huge inside. Like it just looks like one of those 10 by 10s, but they got like
All
15 hallways and 3 floors to go through.
Really quick, I want to peek into the abandoned ruins and see if my buddy's there. Call out for him, check his trapdoor.
So when you lift up the trapdoor, it appears to have been bricked over.
Alright, so he's not here. Alright, Eleanor, I have a confession to make. We killed somebody and we put his body in one of the mausoleums. Because he was not worshipping the right god.
And you're gonna
I
hear
killed for less.
and you're gonna hear this voice, and it says, "Reveracus, is that you?"
Oh, Jesus.
And this is the illusion of the brick the bricking dissipates as this halfling head pops through.
That's him!
That's the guy you killed?
No. That's my boyfriend.
Okay.
That's
I
my
don't think you did it right.
Yeah.
Wait, did you openly say it's your
Reveracus,
boyfriend?
What an unexpected surprise! And he sort of blushes, and he's got
He's
got
really
like
gross.
really greasy like hair, kind of like slopped back, and
He's a
he's constantly got like kind of this dirty face, and he smells of decay and rot, and
I mean,
he's
that
got
is my
some
thing.
he's got
Like,
like some
Pickle
weird
juice.
black sort of it almost looks like ink stains, but it's probably not ink. It's kind of like staining his fingers. And when he sees Reveracus, he licks his hand and like smooths back his hair, and he says, "Oh, what an unexpected surprise!"
Except I look like a guard.
Huh?
I look like a guard.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
that's
like,
right.
well, maybe my voice, or maybe I take off the hat or something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. So if you, that's right, yeah. Well, I had the whole thing planned out, but but you're right. Yeah, you look like a guard.
Well,
so,
once we get away, we can take her.
Yeah, maybe
So,
I'll just like pop it off for a second.
huh?
For
Okay.
story reasons.
Oh sure,
Yeah.
yeah. So
So this is your
Plot
boyfriend?
armor.
Yes.
Wow.
He smells nice. Anyway.
Lasser's the name. Lasser Merkloff. Pleased to meet you. Any friend of Reveracus is a friend of mine.
Just don't look at me. I came
He's
to.
lovely.
I came to deliver a brain.
He sounds
There it
nice.
is. What is the brain of?
Yes.
It's an intellect devourer.
That's an intellect devourer.
Ah, yes, a most dangerous pet, but I shall learn its secrets. And he goes to take off the lid.
No. I mean, that thing is dangerous. I don't know how to handle it. It ate one of our friend's brains and he died, so let's proceed with caution.
He says, well, thanks for coming through with your promise. Would you like to come down into the lab? I've got something on the slab I'm sure you'll want to see.
I do, but I've committed murder and I don't want to be caught, so...
Well, that's understandable. I've committed lots of murder that I don't want to be caught for.
But what is down on the slab, if I may ask?
He says, oh, you're never gonna guess.
I can't. A frog.
He says, no, some mysterious monster that showed up in the graveyard last night. I'm dissecting it right now.
want to peek my head down real quick. Real quick! I don't have a lot of
I'll
time.
keep watch.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't have time. I have a little time.
Have fun with your boyfriend.
I just want to see the dead thing. I don't want to see his dead thing.
He says, when I found it, it was dead. It took nearly my entire zombie entourage to drag it back here. And so so when you peek down, you can see on the slab, it looks like there's this huge brain with a big ass freaking beak coming out of it. And it's got like all these like little tentacles that end in barbs, kind of like flinged all over the place. It's currently kind of cut open.
Ew,
Yeah.
What the hell is
And
it? Do I know what it is? Or would it be like a really, really hard check?
It'd be kind of a hard check. You could roll a Arcana check maybe,
Arcana?
or history check, I suppose.
Arcana or history? Oh, they're both the same. So whatever I get here is what it's gonna be. 15?
15.
Do I think it's something to do with the intellect of or no, the
actually,
guy?
yes. You think because like I said, it's like a big
Yeah.
brain with a freaking beak on it, and it's probably about the size like the whole thing is probably the size of a person, like from brain to bottom of the tentacles.
Ew.
And it's
So it's pretty big.
yeah, and you might not know what it's called, but it definitely is.
It's connected.
It's you definitely can feel a connection between that, the intellect devourer, and possibly this Nilhoon that everybody's talking
Yeah.
about. So.
Yeah, and I'll relay that to my buddy. I'll be like, listen, all this brain shit, I'm assuming it has to do with Nilhoon as well. Have you heard anything more about that?
He says, never.
Other than this?
He says, never heard of him, but I'd be happy to meet him sometime.
He's like, "Blah." That's what he looks like.
He says, sounds like a real charmer. I'd love to meet him sometime.
He almost killed us. It was the great fun. Anyway. Enemy. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to thank him for taking the brain off my hands. I'm gonna have to put my hat back on, tell him not to be startled, it's just me. And I would still like to go to Derek and let him know what's going on.
Okay.
Since he is the leader.
Yeah, sure. So on your way out of the tower,
Oh shit.
a couple as you're sort of coming out from the tower, a couple guards are coming up the hill towards you, and the one guard's going to say, "You two find anything interesting in there?"
Slam!
What is that?
It's the door.
Oh, you two find anything interesting in there? We
No.
haven't searched this place yet.
Nothing worth mentioning.
Give me a deception check.
Shit, what's your deception?
With advantage because you're a guard.
You want to use my dice tower? It's fun. You just drop it down the top and it rolls.
27.
Okay, yeah. So
She's really smooth. See, this is the
it's
good rolling
uncanny,
dice tower.
uncanny how quickly she just assumes like the
roll.
personality of a guard. Like
Absolutely, we found nothing. It was completely useless and a waste of our time.
oh, completely useless and a waste of our time. Isn't everything?
And I'm like, oh my god.
What's wrong with your friend?
He's just had a rough day.
New rookies,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember when I was a rookie. It's like when I started out, that's when the statues were still walking around.
Oh gosh, that was
Yeah,
How many
that's
guards
what
have you
we were talking
pretended to be?
Wouldn't be like
And he's like,
She could probably convince this guy they were friends since like childhood.
Remember the
I remember school.
Yeah.
Remember the academy. Oh yeah. But
I gotta get back down here, man. Cromley's a real intent on finding this body.
okay.
Personally, I don't trust anybody who does magic. So
All right.
Barnabas seems to have it in his head that we're gonna find something. So.
We'll see.
All right. Well.
Have a
Bye.
good one.
Just one more thing. You guys want to get drinks at the Troll Skull Manor later?
Maybe. I'll let you know.
I hear that place is popping.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, let's do that on the field board.
Yeah. We'll catch up with you later.
Never seen again. Cold case.
Alright, so you guys skedaddle?
Yes.
Alright.
I want to go back and report to Derek and everybody what's going on right now. And what I think would be a good resolution, but if you guys have any other ideas.
What's that?
My resolution is to... I'm not allowed to say exactly. I need to talk with a contact that I'm willing to keep a secret safe with them. I mean, you're not stupid. But I'm willing... I'm not allowed to say, otherwise they'll kill me.
Who's trying to kill you?
I can't say. They're kids like me, so that's a plus.
Oh,
they wouldn't
okay.
They wouldn't be willing to
I
kill
would
me.
really not like to involve them people in our business.
I know, but I know their business.
It's like seeing
and,
Voldemort up in here.
and we stored the body.
Being watched by something that smells like sulfur. Yes, it's exactly like saying the V word up in here.
We stored the body in their mausoleum, so I'm willing to think they would help me out if I help them out. I would like to think that. If not, if you have another solution, I'm not sure what else to do.
I could burn the body more.
We could. That won't help.
It's that freaking Barnabas guy. He got in each of our heads and he saw something, so now he's searching for this body.
I guarantee you saw nothing in that.
Did it look like we had time to get there and possibly get it?
Oh.
I hope you won't be upset if I stay behind. I do not want any dealings with the Castellaners after my last encounter.
I understand.
Yeah, that's completely fine. I don't know how... I don't know, we have to be... How far along are they in the mausoleums again? We have some time, right?
Yeah, you have time.
But they're guarding the place.
You have time to do something.
Yeah, they're guarding the place from every entrance and exit. We went in as guards and gave the intellect devour brain to Losser.
But you haven't really told us your plan because you can't.
Yeah,
I've got the gist of the plan.
Yeah, there's an idea of. I know something about the Castellaners, and I'm willing to help them keep it a secret if they can help keep mine. But that's the best thing I've got because I don't know what else to do.
You don't think it was a situation where you reveal our secret, no one will hear from you again?
Well, can't you just tell the Castellaners to not open up their property? Because I feel like that's something that they can't just...
But that could draw.
I mean,
a
I
lot of
wouldn't
attention to them
hold-
that they don't want.
I wouldn't hold what you know against them for a return favor. I would figure out a different way to get their favor.
I mean, I feel like they
But they're
got
very
everything they want because of things they do.
Yeah.
They're very powerful.
And they're nobles, so I can't offer anything else. I could offer protection, maybe?
I think Rapparakis, you feel like you have some good favor with the Castellaners.
Yeah, they're kids like me,
Want to
like-
call in on that? Well, you were invited to kind of join their...
I'm not allowed. Merkel said no.
You could be like Ben on...
Maybe you feel like you could kind of not exploit this, but kind of use this to call in a favor, or to ask a favor, or to ask a favor in return for another favor later on.
Could I use an augury to see, like, if any of these guys, if they did a deal with them, if it would turn out bad?
That would require you telling us.
So I think.
Well, I would have to trust somebody.
Well, so before I think Merkel is against you worshiping another god, essentially.
Yes.
So like if you worship Asmodeus, then Merkel is very much against that.
Yes.
But if you're, just day-to-day interactions or or relationships with these people.
Assisting the family is not the same as worshiping.
Right.
Okay.
So,
But I mean, I don't know what I can assist them with because I feel like they can have anything they want because of Asmodeus or whoever the hell it is. I mean, they're nobles. Like, they have everything at their disposal.
well, everybody wants something.
I'm not giving them my soul! I can't do that! That's against my clerical ways. But I guess I can go ask. Knock, knock, where's your chillins?
Says the lizard at the door.
I want to chillin'. I want to be that butler.
Alright,
I mean, I guess I can go talk to him and see what...
so Rav and Eleonora, maybe?
Yes.
Go talk with the castle lanterns.
Okay. Do you want this hat?
That would be helpful. If
Oh,
Can
he borrow your
Cat
hat?
back?
okay, yeah, here you go. Is Cat back?
Yeah,
Or is
Cat's
she
back.
still returning stolen goods?
Oh yeah. Give me a stealth check.
Did you return it into their pockets?
Thank God you added to
So I'm
your
gonna need a
stuff.
stealth check, sleight of hand check, and yeah. So let's go.
Stealth and sleight.
Can I give her guidance on them?
It depends on if you guys have had a conversation about it or not.
No.
You don't tell me, okay?
I'm not going to tell
Yeah,
you.
she
this.
just gathered him up and just walked out the door.
Yeah.
Like, see ya!
I'll be out for a little bit, guys. Have a good day.
What? No.
22 for stealth.
Okay.
You want to use a dice tower? Asking everybody, like, hey, you want to use it?
It don't like meta.
Well,
It did not like meta.
There it is.
There we go.
there. 10 plus.
17 for sleight of hand.
Okay. So
I was like, what? And then I saw.
So you have some difficulty returning every item. There's one piece of one item that you were not able to return simply because I bet you were sneaky enough to not get caught. But just like one item you've stolen is from
The castle lantern, so we have something to give them.
No. So one item you've stolen is actually it's a ring, and it was off the finger of this this very astute nobleman, and Haven Tree has supplied you with like the owner, like the information about the owners of all these things. So she has told you that this ring belongs to, or like the little silver raven is like on your shoulder, and she has told you that this ring belongs to. Oh shoot! I have her name, not his name. What's his name?
Just say Mister.
It starts with an O.
Orville.
Or trees.
Or trees.
Kind of, yeah.
Orville Rickenbach.
Orand.
Rickenbacker.
Orand Growlhund. Of the Growlhund estate. And so while sneaking in, you were unable to return it simply because their villa has a lot of people in it, and a lot of these people are like armed. Like there's the guards that you were able to sneak past easily, and then there was but on the interior there were these other people. And give me a perception check real quick.
Nice.
22.
And you actually were able to see like when one of them was kind of reaching out for something, or maybe like reaching out to get. You see the Zentarum symbol on their wrist, and these people are just like abundant within the house, and you were unable to find or get to a place where you could actually put the ring to. And the raven is kind of with you the whole time.
She could probably return it, right? I mean, be like, hey, I found it in my house. It was left behind, or like it was on the floor somewhere, right?
And maybe she'll offer that as as an option after you've kind of scoped out the house and been unable to like return it.
Send him a ring and be like, yo, we got your ring. We found it here.
But that is what happens while you're out.
I don't like the overabundance. I don't like the overabundance.
And maybe you'll hear something as well. You'll hear. Oh yeah. So you'll actually with the raven, quote the raven. So you see this abundance of Zentarum. You will. You won't be able to find her husband, but you will be able to see and hear Lady Gralhund in maybe like in her chambers, or maybe like in a hall, like talking to someone.
Okay.
And they can't see you, but you can kind of overhear what they're saying. And she's saying, what the hell is or where the hell is Erstal? And the guy she's talking to says I don't know. He's completely gone off the map. Like he was supposed to return here with the stone. And she says if he doesn't return, if he doesn't bring that stone to me, it's our heads that Manchun's gonna have on a platter. And she says, I want every agent we have out in the streets looking for him. I want that stone.
Boom, boom, boom.
It's the Infinity Stone.
Well,
And then you may return.
So,
just gonna head on home now.
Yeah, and so and then the Silver Raven will say, I will make sure that this ring gets to its proper owner. I think I think our expedition today was more than fruitful for both of us. And the Raven will fly off with the ring.
Okay. But how about a shiny stuff?
But you come back to a whole bunch of panic.
What do we do?
But you did find a lead on the big pile of shinies.
The Scrooge McDuck vault.
Good point.
Because that Erstal's the guy we're supposed to find. So now we know where he's supposed to go. Now we just gotta find out where he is.
it's a lot of taverns. People get drunk and get beaten the hell out.
And apparently the Zentarum is out scouring for him as well, so puts the pressure on.
Did I get any more frogs?
But you will find when you return, you will find where you once kept your shiny stuff. You will find a small figurine of an animal.
Is it a raven?
It is not necessarily a raven unless you want it to be a raven.
It's probably something cat related.
Is it like made of a certain type of material?
Yeah, let me see.
Is it shiny?
Yeah,
That's the
question.
important part.
Is it a tool or is it a decoration?
So it could be a.
It's a pouncing panther. You say adorable. It's a red.
So it could be a lion, a goat, an elephant, a steed, a dog, an owl, or a raven.
I will say a lion because it's kind of a cat.
Okay. And so it's just this little statuette of a lion.
Interesting.
Cute.
It's mine. Oh yeah, what's
Oh, and it's made of gold.
Oh.
Yep.
And it's in my pocket.
Speaking about that shiny stuff spot.
That's your reward for giving back all the stuff you stole. Good job. Here's a little gold lion.
Okay.
I'll do it again.
There's still more stuff to
I
return.
like to imagine that Romalia, like every day or every week you don't steal, I give you a nice little shiny thing. I can do it.
I can be better.
She steals. You gotta put it back if you want your reward at the end of the week.
Finds where all the rewards are hidden.
And so, do you report the information that you learned back to Derek?
Yes.
All right. Do you include the part about the Silver Raven telling you to give give all the stuff back?
No.
So for some reason, she was at.
For some mysterious reason.
She just had a change of heart.
Hey, I was at this manor and they were talking about. Okay.
Why were you at the manor? Don't ask questions.
Not that guy you were talking about this morning.
Just so happens. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, I think we have an issue with the that Lord Ambrose guy we took care of in the cemetery. I think we gotta go move his body now.
And then
Can't Rev
she and
just
I will
eat
talk to the Castellaners.
And yeah, Rav and Evelyn. Yeah.
Eleanor.
Eleanor. Sorry.
Same thing.
Well, actually, I better take that. Yeah, so I'm gonna go see if we can move. Need your guys' help,
Okay.
possibly getting through the cemetery, moving the body.
We gave you.
And if you hear anything, come find us.
Eleanor gave you guys the hat of disguise, so you can use that to your advantage if you need to as well.
Yes.
I can always get in there and turn into something to eat the body.
And I guess we'll go to the Castellaners.
Still got the armor to deal with, so maybe not the best option.
And then I guess we'll go to the Castellaners.
No.
And Hunter, you're a druid, right? You could probably turn into an animal source to sneak in if you need to.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So who else is going to the castle?
Us two, Bartholom's staying behind. Or are you... Yeah, you're staying behind, right? He's not
I'm not
touching
going
Castellaner business.
Okay.
Because he feels threatened, and I don't blame him. And then I guess those
Don't want to
three...
spontaneously combust anytime soon.
Yeah, those three will go to the cemetery.
Okay.
But we'll go to the Castellaners.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
all right. So, castle entrance.
Okay.
As you approach the estate, wrought iron gate guards the estate, high walls, and one solitary guard is outside.
Yeah.
I can try. Let me try.
Okay.
Guy! I'm
So,
here.
by the gods! And he puts his spear down and is ready to attack, and it's just like back, you savage, back!
My name is Rabarakis, more commonly known as Madame Merkel. Not phased by any means by his
Yeah.
stuff.
Ah, it speaks. Did you say Madame Merkel?
Yes, that's me. I've come to talk with Duchess Castellantern.
He says, is it true you can see the future?
Oh my god, what do you want?
The future's your the future's
Says,
your
well, I
gonna
mean-
be get out of the way.
If your powers aren't drained, perhaps you could do a reading for me.
No. Let's make it quick. I have business. Will you let me in?
He says, well, I'll have to check with the castle agents.
Oh my god. Well, check with them first, and I'll give you a reading.
He says, he will, he'll pull a little stone out of his pocket, and he'll say,
What the hell?
we got a lizard here outside the door. Says they have business with the castle lanterns. Name?
Rabarakis, Madame Merkel.
Name. Oh, that's right, Madame Merkel. Yeah, we got a celebrity out here. Madam Merkel, she says she has business with the castle entrance,
And this is my bodyguard. And I point down to the ground.
and what looks like a puppet of some sort.
No, step. We need to be on the
A
good
yarn
side.
doll, perhaps.
Just plug your ears. I'll put you in my little
Felt
hood.
ears. And the answer comes back over the stone. They're good. Says, so, Madam Merkel, would you mind?
What do you want to have read?
Okay, all right. So,
I have 3 spell slots and I'll use 1.
he says, well, so it's a bit of a personal matter, but.
Oh my god, me in my head, I'm like, oh my god, I don't care.
When my child was born, he was born with red hair. Now my wife has black hair, and I've got black hair.
Maury.
But there used to be a bard that would travel through, and he had red hair, and well, my wife would always laugh at his jokes. I just want to know, is the child mine?
No.
Yeah, I'll cast down my gem inlaid sticks and roll some knuckle bones.
Okay.
To be fair,
I don't know, what would the question be? Could I take wheel as like a yes and then woe as a no?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll ask if that child is his biologically.
You get wheel and foe.
What the fuck does that mean?
Oh wait, you said biologically?
Yeah, biologically.
You specified biologically?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, yeah. So, you still get wheel and well.
What?
Yeah.
It's not hers.
Is there any way I can interpret that? Yes and no?
Give me a religion check, or
What the fuck, Merkel?
or a wisdom check, I suppose.
What the fuck, Merkel?
Religion, but roll wisdom. So like, whatever your wisdom modifier, and then add.
Wisdom.
Yeah. And then add. It's so weird that religion is intelligence.
I know,
right.
it's so
It's
weird.
the weirdest thing.
Okay, so that'll be
Yeah.
plus 7.
Yeah, it is. That is bizarre.
Maybe there's a
16.
reason.
16. So, you could probably interpret that as like
Biologically.
biologically
That's what we
no,
would
but
call.
is it
It's
his
his
child's
wisdom.
raise?
Yes. Okay. In terms of this
okay, so
child
it's about recalling.
biologically being yours. No.
It's not about like.
But it does not mean
interpreting
that
the
he is still
religion.
your child
It's
and
like
you are
knowing
caring and
specific
raising for
details,
him in
yeah.
a father-like way.
So it's no.
Who says
not
that
understanding.
lying bitch?
Right.
Ah, shit. It's still your kid. No, he's like storming off.
Yeah.
Well, Madam Merkel
As
said.
the gate opens.
You're gonna need another guard.
I'll shoot you in.
Oh, it would be a fun tie-in. Like.
Oh fuck! This kid's gonna try and murder me. My father left me because of me.
Somewhere in a swamp, somewhere in the future.
Oh my god. Whew. All right. Yes. And
It becomes a
I don't know if you want to like hand to them or back to us or how you want to do it, but we'll go in.
What are they doing?
What are y'all doing? You 3.
Oh, yeah, we're getting to the City of the Dead and seeing if we can scope the place up. City of the Dead. The Titty of the Dead.
The titty of the dead.
You. Ugh.
Merkel. Oh my god, Shade said Punnett squares. The results. I didn't even see it until now. Yeah, instead of saying like wheel and woe, I see a whole bunch of like T's and little T's, and I'm like, what the fuck?
The seed is strong. So, yeah. What are you guys doing at the City of the Dead? You guys come up. There's a guard or 2 guards out there, guarding the entrance.
Alright, just kind of like.
Did I go with you guys or did y'all?
You said you didn't want anything to do with the cast lanterns. crypt or otherwise.
Okay. So I'll stay.
I mean, it's up to you, but that's what you told us. So I figured you weren't going.
Okay. Yeah.
I turn into a cat and I go through the gate.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Cat is probably sneaky enough to somehow like climb the wall and keep hidden, I'd assume.
Give me a stealth check.
You can't use the dice tower anymore.
No, I will not use the dice tower anymore.
It just went plop.
14.
Oh. No.
Can I have
You
casted
should've-
guidance
you should've
before I
used-
turn into a cat?
You should have used the dice tower.
You told her not to. Features and traits.
Ooh.
Watch it.
What? 14, you say.
Well, would he have the ability to cast guidance on her, or?
It's not necessary. It's good.
Okay. Oh, it's so good. We're scaring the shit out of me.
You just hear the gate, and she's gone.
So she just like it just like slips through a crack in the wall. Like
Oh, jeez.
Alright. And I got a 16, so
16. Okay. So
Well, you also have that hat of disguise.
that's for if I get caught.
Oh, okay. Hello.
so, okay. Yep. So stealth check. 16. You're able to sneak around.
Alright.
I
Yeah. I'm
like
gonna
how I'm the
try-
only one that went through the gate.
Now you're specifically heading towards the cast lanterns. So that stealth check will kind of get you there. Like
Okay.
Sneak around and like behind monuments and like behind monuments.
You just
Like
see,
doing the poses
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
monuments. Like,
I'm watching
Oh, I
this
wonder
as
if
I
that'll
just
work.
walk straight to
I
the
wonder if I
gate.
had a disguise would make you look like a statue.
nice hat.
Oh wait, no, it only makes you look like the one guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, but you turned into
But
a
I turned into. I think it can change you into whoever you want, right?
Oh yeah. It can.
Yeah.
It can change it. Sure. Yeah.
It's default
She was
setting.
at first the
Oh,
noble
she has a
guy.
default. It has a default setting.
Yeah, there you go.
Because it basically just acts as a disguise self.
I'd be a statue still with a feather because that sticks.
It's the one tell.
I'm like watching y'all like do like Emperor's New Groove poses going through while I'm just a cat going straight to the gate.
Yeah, if we could all turn to cats, we wouldn't have to do this. I see that judgmental look on your face.
Don't even see.
Kind of hard not to do when you're a cat.
You're right. I knock over a glass of water that's just randomly there.
Just watching us and just pushing the laws off the edge of a monument.
So,
I don't know why I'm doing it.
I get animals. I'm in the character.
Okay, so we can get to the vault. Well, we had to break in last time, didn't we? Well, but then it should be. There was an alarm on it too, wasn't there?
But that's why I'm there. To talk to him.
Alright, so I'm scoping out the possibilities of getting the body out of here and moving it to another location as the guards are patrolling.
Well, could I have informed him of Losser and his
I know
his brick illusion, but and like, can I let him know that before we split ways? Be like, hey, it's totally an illusion. If you go to the abandoned ruins, you can at least sit there low for a little bit. They're not going to be checking it because
and he's not going to mind us bringing a body.
Exactly. So you got it. And then also, I want to tell you about the bird beak brain thing as well. I don't know what the hell it was, but you could probably see for yourself.
Okay.
How far is the ruins from the Castle Lanterns Mausoleum? Is it a hefty distance?
Yeah, it's a pretty
kind of
decent ways, yeah.
well, it's an option.
Well, I think it's a shorter distance than getting it out of the cemetery.
Yes.
Regardless. We might have to take the long way around.
Okay. So yeah.
Wait, I might have something that might.
So you guys are able to sneak through the graveyard. Give me a perception check, all of you.
You don't use the dice tower. Every time.
19.
Like, dice tower.
19. Okay.
Make us 19 plus. What I tell you, blessed by Lathander himself. I mean, that's
Lathander himself.
So 19, and then more than 19.
Yeah.
7.
7.
didn't use the dice tower, and look
Sorry.
what happened.
So,
I'm putting it in the middle for everybody.
so you two will be able to distinctly see Barnabas and Sergeant Crowley. Crowley?
Crowry.
Crowley. What the fuck is his name?
Crowry.
I'm trying to think of like people from Reno 911.
Cromley, that's right, yeah. Sergeant Cromley, distinctly amongst the guards that are like checking out these mausoleums and whatnot. And you're able to sneak over. Is there anything else for you to do at this time?
Like I said, I'm just trying to discern where they've been, where they're going, if I got enough time to possibly get in here, grab the body, and drag it to the ruins. Is there a long out of the way path to get there?
Right, yeah. So they're like systematically going through these mausoleums. It's only a matter of time before they get to this one. Since you've successfully snuck into the place, no one really knows you're there. However, transporting a body might be a little more challenging than just sneaking in the first place.
Didn't we burn the body? The only thing we had issue was the armor.
The armor, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I made him a crispy Pop-Tart.
And
Because I'm pretty sure I collected the dust of the charred left remains of his body.
yeah, so you're assessing that, and there was an alarm on the thing, right? And so there's that to deal with as well. And then yeah.
Well, I do have dispel magic, so I might be able to deal with the alarm.
And I could turn into something to carry him a little faster.
And then you will be so the gate opens and you'll be able to go to
After what's his face?
Yeah.
Dark's past
you'll be
me.
able to go to the house.
Okay. Or was do I have to use the ringer on the door? Is there
No, when you arrive out front, or when you arrive to the actual house, you will see Wilfort, which is their elderly tiefling butler.
Yes.
And he will say, "Good day to you, madam," and
He takes out his monocle.
pleasure meeting you as well.
Yes, this is Eleanor. She is my best friend.
Enchanted. And
Enchanted.
you come here calling on the lady of the house.
Yes.
And may I ask what is this regarding?
How much do you know? I need to ask the lady a favor. And I know it sounds ridiculous, but I just need her to hear me out.
A favor? Very well then, come in.
Oh, sweet.
Lady Castellanto has actually been expecting you.
Oh,
Not okay.
good.
She's gonna kill you?
No, she won't.
I'll go
And,
pull her.
I
and
put
she
you
will-
in my
and
hood
you-
and I hold it close.
And he will take you.
Stab your way out.
And he will take you to to one of the lounge areas, and he says,
You're just like, I'll do something.
Yeah.
Stop.
the lady of the house will be with you shortly.
Okay.
So, so you guys wait for a short time, and then, sure enough, Lady Castellanter will come to the room. She's dressed a little more plainly than the last time you saw her, obviously, because she was all gussied up for the ball. But she's still dressed, so like, she was immaculate then, and now she's in plainer clothing, but she still looks
elegant as
yeah,
hell.
like
Yeah.
super like she's yeah. So And so she kind of glides in, and or it looks like she's gliding, she's got her dress and everything. She kind of glides in, and she says, Vavarakis, I expected you sooner. I see you've, and then she notices Eleonora, and she says, considered our proposal?
Oh, that's scary. Respectfully speaking, my god, after speaking with my god, he is not too pleased with me making offerings to other people, things, deities, beings. She doesn't know anything.
You know what?
No, exactly. Good job.
It's the smell of sulfur.
Yeah.
It starts to permeate the room.
But that doesn't mean that your secret will remain safe with me. But sadly, I must decline your offer.
And so you've come to my house in person, simply to disappoint me.
Even further, actually.
Oh no, it gets better.
Yeah.
It gets more disappointing.
Do go on.
Well, I figured it was better to talk about it in person anyway, rather than sending a letter and then never being heard from again. I'm not a good person by any means. In the swamp, I killed for fun, and I still do. So, there may or may not be a body that I accidentally put in your mausoleum. I'm gonna start crying.
So not only have you come to my house to disappoint me, you've also confessed to vandalizing my sacred family crypt and insulting me further by placing evidence of your indiscretions. And you have come to boast about this under my roof?
No, I've come to ask for your help because I'm in a very, 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 very hard spot. I'm stuck between two scales right now, and my spine is not happy. I don't want to get you in trouble by any means, and I don't want to get myself in trouble either. And I was wondering if you could help offer a resolution where both of our skins are safe from this.
I fail to see how I am in any danger whatsoever, Marcus.
Okay, that's fine too.
I am a noble in this city. My word is nearly law.
Well
you,
then,
on the other hand,
what can I give you? Let me rephrase this whole thing. What do you want from me so you can help me?
and at this moment, you're gonna hear two excited, churlish giggles.
My prey instinct, like I immediately, eyes change, glaze over, and point.
As one child leaps onto your tail and begins to grapple it, and another child somehow falls from the ceiling onto your snout and begins like riding you like a mount.
Oh yeah, I start wrestling back. Claws retracted.
Eleonora.
Yes.
Stabby stab babies.
No, do not stab the children. Dude. They're very sweet. They like me. We
Two
played,
children are grappling Rarakis to the floor.
They beat the shit out of Hunter last time, and they played with me. So there you see.
I was a weasel.
Yeah, he turned into a weasel. Play with him. They're like, ew, rat, and they started stomping him. So
So
So you don't need help?
yeah, I'm good. I'm playing with him. I'm
Okay.
wrestling him back.
Okay.
like one is like inside your
Yeah, and I'm
mouth.
like, ah.
And so Lady Castellan, her colleague, like sits down and she has a smirk on her face. And she seems slightly amused, and she says, "Ravarakis,
Nah.
I do."
Trip.
On the child's forehead.
Yeah.
Oh no.
She says,
I don't like.
"She says, Ravarakis, I want to help you.
Dorothy Merkel.
However, I ask for something in return.
Okay.
There is someone and something I need retrieved.
Easy. I can do that. Oh, it's the fucking stone, isn't it?
A man by the name of Ursula.
Oh, really?
Why do all our adventures end up us having to fight each other?
has
Hey, that last one was all you.
has taken up refuge
I had a plan.
in the house of one Grinda Garloff in the Dark Ward.
Oh.
He is carrying an item that is quite significant.
What is it?
I care not what happens to Ursula, but I would like the item brought to me. It is a small stone.
Is it the, what do they call it, the stone of something?
Galore?
Yeah, I'll ask her. Is it the stone of Galore?
She says, the very same.
Alright. And you can help me take care of this issue.
And, yeah, she says, absolutely.
What if I told you this issue is going on right as we speak?
Well, then I'd say,
Let me get in my best clothing.
then I'd say we'd better hurry.
Alright. Okay. I'll find the stone for you and I will find Urstel. Do I know like what his race is at all or any sort of physical description?
Yeah, she can give you a physical description. I don't
Okay.
have it right in front of her.
Yeah, but yeah, she can give me.
She can give you.
Okay.
And so, and so, are you amenable to being teleported?
What does amenable mean?
Are you willing to be teleported?
Oh, if she says so, yeah.
And Eleanor?
Yeah.
Okay. Because in the next moment you are teleported in front of the Castellanter mausoleum, right in front of you lot. And
Okay.
are you attempting to break it at this point, or what have we caught you in the act of?
I was
Basically just scouting and,
Okay.
and all that.
I was
They were like,
doing like
"Hello."
cat claw into the
We're still in the green, right?
Yeah,
For the most part, yes.
should be.
It was smoothed out. It was stopping there for a minute.
Okay.
But
This is excellent. The rate seems fine.
hello.
So
I rolled a
yes,
it just us two?
17 to not look like I just peed a little.
and Amalia Castellanter looks as though she could care less.
Wait, what's her first name?
Amalia.
It's Amalia?
Amalia?
Amalia and Romalia.
do.
Interesting.
Yes.
Quite.
Quite.
Jesus.
Don't be suspicious.
Yes,
Anyway.
Amalia. And so, so she will have appeared.
I rub against her leg as the cat.
She kicks it. Ew! Rat!
I feel like she would like a rat.
As she does appear, she's dressed noticeably.
Hunter, get off my leg.
Sorry. But maybe not noticeably enough. Let's see. Yeah. Well, anyway, so she'll appear. So, what do you guys do?
I am not saying a word.
Okay.
I am just trying to not look too terribly suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
And she'll say, and she'll barely even pay attention to them, and she says, and so what do you want her to do?
I'm currently doing what Macho does.
Or she even asked. She'd probably just take charge. So, she'll like throw up her hand, and the doors will open, and she will she will say, and where did you stash this body?
Alright.
First statue on the left.
And so she'll go in and you'll see she'll give a little.
And while she's doing that, I'm like, Derek, I may have promised something really, really bad. I'm like hanging my head. Derek, I don't think you want to hear it, but I'm going to tell you anyway.
And from within the crypt, you can hear Cannonball. Job well done, I'd say.
That's what I'm saying.
You're welcome.
And she will. No.
I engraved Hunter on the chest plate.
She will basically like snap her fingers, and the armor will just kind of like poof.
Teach me.
You know the Stone of Galore? That tiny little thing?
Yes.
I told her I'd give it to her.
And I expect you will keep your promise, Marcus.
Yes.
We're gonna just have to break it
Derek,
in half.
I don't think you want to say no to this woman.
Since I have been so generous.
Yes, you have.
Glad I'm not there.
Yeah.
I wish I would have stayed back.
You would have left me and Kat to the job. Out of all people.
Hindsight's 2020. Should have just taken the murder rap.
Are the rest of you amenable to being teleported?
Yes.
Okay. So, you at the bar.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I've got the bar all to myself. I'm assuming the staff is even out.
Okay, sure, yeah.
But Yagra's there now.
No,
How comfortable.
I'm gonna draft up a little letter
Okay.
and go out the front door into the streets
Mm-hmm.
and find. It's daytime, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Find some small child playing in the streets.
As you do.
You there?
She did.
Are you familiar with the Raven Tree's sake?
He says, he's like, yes, sir. Would you like to buy an animal? I've got a cat, a dog. I've got some birds.
No.
And I've got 4 more frogs.
I'm quite fixed on more.
I do quite good business over here.
Hey, you might want to buy those frogs.
Yeah.
I'm willing to pay you 1 gold if you deliver this letter to the estate, and it's got the seal, the skull tavern seal on it.
Okay.
and
He
everything.
says, right away, mister.
Do not open it.
Okay.
I'm opening it.
Can't read anyway.
Okay.
And so he'll run off with the letter, leaving all the animals.
Free frog.
I'll grab a couple problems.
It's dinner time. This is where I get my freshest produce.
Oh God.
No, I don't even tell him. I'll just put him in the.
No, he's there. That's the problem.
What does our bar serve that he's buying these dogs and cats? I'm concerned. Oh god.
But yeah, that's all I do.
Okay. And
Well, what's the letter? Are we allowed to know?
Yeah, it's
private.
pretty simple. Dear Isbelly, I had a great time at the party the other night. Please feel free to drop by Troll Skull Manor for a little R&R. Yours truly, Martha.
oh wow,
There's like a coded message on the back that we can't understand.
it's the same.
Sausages
I like
all
that.
night.
Sausages all night.
Oh jeez, yes, sausages all night.
What on me?
While you're in, one of the neighbors is going to stop by.
Why does this bitch need more money? Like,
Sorry, she's sleeping.
she could get anything she wants. I'm not saying this to her. This is completely out of character.
Yeah, that's why I would have to jump
But I mean, like, she could get. I get.
Did you want to ask her?
I mean, yeah, but like. So, I'm not. How about I ask it in a Robaracus way?
Okay.
Coming in from the swamp, we have no real currency other than bugs. What does gold do for you?
Give me an insight check.
Okay.
Gold is a dragon.
Ooh, that's not good. I got 9.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So so her face to you is completely unreadable, but she does say, she says, kind of wistfully, some things bought with gold are more valuable than how would she word it? Some things that can be bought with gold are more valuable than life itself, perhaps. She'll say something like that. I wish I could have articulated it better, but
Okay. Well, I mean, it gives me. I'll like scratch my scales. Maybe she's supposed to be vague and cryptic, you know.
she's definitely being very vague.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with a 9, I mean, you can kind of get she's obviously referencing something,
Mm-hmm.
but she's not. You're gonna tell you. But yeah, so I was gonna have one of the neighbors come by, but I don't know if any of them have anything to contribute. I don't think any of them do have anything to contribute anything at this point.
Okay.
So you sent your letter out, and you'll be eagerly awaiting a reply. All right. And then as you send the letter out, you turn back to the Troll Skull Manor, and right there in front of the door, your entire posse has arrived, in the company of one Amalia Castleinter. She's going to kind of look at the place, and she says, "This is where you live, is it not?"
You
Oh,
want
look,
to see my room?
frogs!
Do you want to see my room?
And she says, "Charming place, really."
Thank you. I didn't do much but stuff in my room. I have a whole lot of jars full of tongues and eyes and clippings and bones.
I am
and
dejectedly shuffling inside. God damn it.
Oh, didn't y'all appear inside?
No.
Outside, yeah.
Outside.
And she says, "I'll have to keep this in mind, that you live in such a charming estate."
I feel like she's
Are
calling
you
us
gonna buy it
poor
out from
guys.
underneath us?
Can I roll an insight on how she's saying that?
You can, yeah.
I am definitely, I don't care about the inside, I'm definitely going with that. What a quaint little place, yeah.
I crit miss, so I'm just thinking she
I rolled a
thinks it's
24.
amazing.
I rolled a 24.
It's almost as if she is finishing the sentence with, "Wouldn't it be a shame if it burnt to the ground with all of you inside of it?"
Oh, I almost do that every weekend.
What the heck?
Is the undertone.
But I just. Okay.
She's so
This
nice.
lady's never gonna like me, but at least her kids will.
No, she likes you.
She just low-key threatened to burn the place down with all of us in it.
If you don't do as you're told.
If you don't provide the stone.
I'm going to try.
It's not trying that she wants. It's
And if
succeeding.
Eleonora steals it from under me, I would have no idea. Like,
What
no matter how many times I could
hold.
hold it out in front of Lady Cass Lantern, and Eleanor could take it without both of us seeing. I'd be like, it keeps look, pop, pop.
And so,
That's actually not a bad plan.
Exactly.
Give it to her.
and so,
Give it to her,
and
lady.
so with that, I think we may end there, unless anybody has anything else they need to wrap up.
That seems like a good spot right there.
I'm just gonna go put myself in Derek's timeout corner. Bad lizard, don't do anything by yourself.
I will pull my kerchief up and like sneak past.
Oh yeah, how does that work?
But yeah, she's gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Woo.
She drops you off. She gives you a thinly veiled threat, and she.
I I start talking to these
Well,
four
why did y'all
frogs.
bring her back here?
She brought us here.
Oh
I may have done something
Why the heavy thigh?
really stupid.
Of all the people that want and have requested the stone, we are now in the direct debt of one Lady Castlight.
I'm going to the Derek timeout corner. You see me put my head up against the corner and look at my feet like.
It's got Hunter and then Rav, and it's got marks for how many times we've
Yeah,
been
like
in there.
I'm on my like 20th one. Like.
But I must say, of all the people we've dealt with, she's the one I fear the most.
She's the more reasonable one.
Especially after what I saw today.
Pork chop, break out the good stuff.
Please. Oh, what's the last image of the night?
I'm
You
raising
have many
No.
options.
I'm raising a
Rasputin's
fallen
in the
army.
kitchen frying up frog legs.
That's our like post credit scene. I guess the final image. Actually, I like that as a final. That's a final image. Yeah. So the boy coming back to his collection, all of his frogs are gone, and then we see Rasputin, just like frying up some frog legs, and Claire in the background just kind of like just doing dishes. And you can hear the scrub.
There's bags under her eyes now, like.
It's like she has like the ability to cast Unseen Servant, and she's still behind.
And so that will be the final image. Alright,
We got Die Hack streaming, How I Nerd, Icky V.
Ooh, Icky B.
is Icky V streaming today?
Yeah, Icky V streaming.
Alright, let's go say hey.
Wow, she hasn't streamed on our day, and I don't think ever.
Yeah, I know. This is new for her. So we're gonna go. Oh, thank you, Nick. So we're gonna go. Good night, Chief. We're gonna go say hey to Icky V. Come join us, and everybody have a good night. We'll be back next Wednesday with another Golden Company
Adventure.